resting and drifting. That was all that I had. But no more, said no more. I faced it. My scars won't have ghosts. No more. You will never love me like I do. I would try to forget you, but I never do. And when I close my eyes, I'll know that you never by my side. You will never love me like I do. I would try to forget you, but I never do. And when my voice feels so light, maybe I'll be just alright. I've been trying to.
This live stream is sponsored by SCL, an all-in-one CS2 training platform with a practice server, 2D viewer, and unique training modes like Defense Mode. Defend sites against bot executes that get harder every round. And Trade Fire, a pre-fire mode where enemies actually try to trade you. You can run every mode in co-op and track your progress and stats across all your training. Plus, you get an advanced 2D demo viewer. Use code Crossfire40 for 40% off your first month. That's under $3.
It's the 2nd of July, 2026, and it's time for the semifinals here at Crossfire Season 5. My name is Mr. Henry Batt, and I'm joined by a last-minute addition to the casting crew here, Marky M, my friend. How's it going? Are you excited for this matchup or what?
I am so excited. Happy to be here with y'all. It is going to be a fun time. We have Regain taking on Raisedbypixels in the semifinals here. We have made it almost to the end, and these teams making to look taking a run all the way there. Regain trying to go for their 5th time, which will be absolutely insane if they can make it.
Yeah, if they can win this, get into the grand finals, get that triple crown 3rd victory here at Crossfire, we'd have to cement them as the GOATs of Crossfire, I think. But that's a little bit ahead of the game here. We can taper it back a little bit. We can talk about these two teams and how they fared through the group stage. One team 3-0, one team 2-1, and it might not be the team that you expect, chat. Group A, the group of death, Regain narrowly escaped, only losing one match to Overtake, the team that went 3-0, and surprise, surprise, Overtake is in the upper half of the other semifinals, taking on Club 333. This team also came out of Group H, where, well, surprise, surprise, Raisedbypixels came from, and they were the only team that kind of gave them a fight. So it's two groups, A and H, finding their way into the semifinals. Now, Marky, we chatted in the green room a little bit about both these teams and what we want to see from them. Hit me with some stats, hit me with some facts, and let's get our yap on the way.
Yeah, it should be a fun match. I mean, both of these teams, super high elo players. All of these players can frag out. And I mean, Regain, we know, they're going to have their stars performing. Dirk is going to be up there doing his thing on the AWP. Honest is the new player for them, and hopefully he can show us what he's made of. Raisedbypixels, on the other hand, also, as you said, they went 3-0 in groups. They beat Club 333 in groups, who are in the semifinals, taking on Overtake over there. So one of these teams, whoever wins, may have a little bit of a history when they make it to the grand finals against that other team on the other side of the bracket there.
Yeah, history is going to be made regardless, right? It doesn't matter who wins from this side. A team could be a 5th grand finalist, a 3rd win maybe, revenge match, grudge match, if you will, between any of these 4 teams. Now, you hit a point there. You talked about Honest. I've been watching this guy for about 14 months now, all the way back to his original time at Outfit 49 when he came from a team called Immigrants Peak. And he struggled on the Deagle, right? It was his weapon of choice. On gun rounds, he'd have a Deag head armor. His economy struggled a little bit too, and finding his way over the last year finally into the place of Regain, he adds a ton of firepower, right? This guy, an unbelievable individual talent, hybrid player, if you will, and to support Dirk, support Sasha's calling, Honest, he's going to be a little bit of a reckoning for the Raisedbypixel squad. I'm almost certain of it.
I would think so. I mean, this guy put up a 2.05 rating in their last match there against Villainous. They beat him 2-0. Wasn't even a competition on that second map, so can certainly frag hard, and I think that could be what puts Regain over the line, but the pressure's going to be on Honest. As we said, he's fairly new to this team still, and has a lot to prove if he wants to be with the champions here of Regain.
100%. That 2.0 record that he got on the last few maps, let me confirm my notes here. Villainous and Third Prime. If you're from North America, you know these teams. That's the Freakazoid-led team. That's the ex-Chicken Coop IGL of 2 Panic running Villainous. These are some pretty towering teams when you put pen to paper, and the fact that Regain, led by Honest, was able to go 2-0 and 2-0 to find their way into the semifinals, it's a pretty legit run. On the other side, Raisedbypixels, not taking anything away from them, they had a first matchup against a team called Zealous. This is a great team in their own right, but unfortunately they didn't show up. They then played Festina Lente, another solid group of fraggers in the North American region, a newer squad, if you will, and they stumbled and bumbled past them 2-1. Now, they did play Overpass. It is out of the map pool. It wasn't one of Raisedbypixels maps. So maybe they have a chance. I don't know. I think we can get the veto online here, Will English. We could pull that one up and we could chat about this. We know it's already come through, so we're ready to rock and roll with that. Here it is. Send it, Marky. What do you got?
Boom. Nuke, ban of Regain. That's not a surprise at all. Regain do not play Nuke. Inferno is a map that Regain like to play, and so that is exactly why it was banned. We do have Ancient, Mirage, and then the Dust 2 Decider. So a few aim-heavy maps here. I think both of these teams will be satisfied with this veto, I'd say.
I think so. As we did our research, we kind of concluded that Raisedbypixels, they tend to ban away their opponent's favored maps. The fact that Nuke gets banned, that is one of Raisedbypixels', standardized bans. The fact they played 4 matches throughout Crossfire, 3 in the groups, 1 in playoffs so far. They banned Nuke as Mirage as their first twice. Nuke first twice. The fact that Regain gets rid of it, they're able to drop Inferno immediately. Ancient and Mirage is map 1 and map 2. Small things on this map are going to cause massive ripple effects. Regain are very powerful in the mid-round, and they have really good execute protocols. On the other side, Raisedbypixels are a fight-forward heavy team. When they lack information, they group and they go. The fact that they picked Mirage into this one and avoided Anubis, I don't know. It kind of scares me a little bit. And Dust 2 being the third map, it's kind of a culmination of both, right? Early utility, team play, and heavy executes with a one-way commitment. Kind of Dust 2 standard, if you will.
It's tough. I mean, the Mirage pick, it always worries me a little bit because every team plays Mirage. It's not like it's not a punish pick by any mean. So, it's going to be tough for them. Regain, they have the aimers, as we've said. I mean, they can turn it up on Mirage. They play it all the time. So, it's going to be tough. I mean, the last match against Festina Lente for Raisedbypixels, they won that 2-1. They won Dust 2, they won Mirage, but they were close. It was 13-11 on Dust 2, 13-10 on Mirage. So, it's fairly close, but at least they have some wins in there to back it up and, maybe feel a little more confident when they pick that.
Yeah, 100%. Now, Regain have been here before. We've spoken about this. And with a little bit of money on the line, maybe not for all these teams, but the winner definitely, that could sway the confidence from these two teams, right? If you win, you get into the grand finals. You're guaranteed either $3,000 or $1,500. The loser of this match and the loser of the other semifinals go into a tiebreaker for $500. One team who gets fourth gets nothing. The other team, $500. So, Marky, I got to ask, who do you think is going to win this? Regain or Raisedbypixels?
It's so hard to pick against Regain, even though Raisedbypixels is so good. I mean, they've, as we've said, made it to the grand finals every single season of Crossfire so far. They've won twice. They won just last season. And they have the team, especially with Honest being, honestly an upgrade for them. As long as he can perform, as long as everybody's online, I think that they can take this pretty easily, especially given the map pool, as we've talked about with Mirage in there and Dust 2.
Do you think it's a 2-0 or a 2-1?
I will give it a 2-1 just because I want to see a little more Counter-Strike. I want to see what this Raisedbypixels team is made of, and I think that they can pull it off. I don't know if the Mirage pick is going to come through, but, seeing Ancient in there, they might be able to take that.
Okay. I mean, I have to agree. I think personally it's going to be a 2-0 for Regain. But I'm going to be watching one person. Outside of the fact that everybody's going to be watching Honest for the highlights, Dirk as well, Sasha's mid-round calls, it's going to be Grape. Grape is the small site anchor on most of these maps. And watching him over Crossfire Season 5, newest member outside of Honest just joining, to this Regain squad, playing that patient sit on site, make your own calls kind of game style, he finds himself in a lot of 1vx's, last man alive kind of plays. And he gets a little bit nervous, a little bit shaky. His conversion rate for those clutches, probably not at the standard of Regain. So a map like Ancient, a map like Mirage, a map like Dust 2, where it is going to be those 3v3s in the post plant, I think it's really going to help Regain in the short term here on the first map, and maybe even the second map as well. But I will go 2-0. But as I hear Prod in my ear saying it's a knife round, I got to get a map score prediction from you now, Marky. What do you think it's going to be? This one's the tough one.
Let's give it a 13-11. We're going to go all 24 rounds. Ooh. Everybody's going to be fragging out. We're going to see some insane highlights. Honest is going to be online. Dirk is going to be killing it. And I think Regain take it in the very ends, but it will be close.
They did play Ancient the other day against Notorious. Notorious brought in that ex-IGL from EAC, Obby. His name's Maze, and he absolutely fried them. And Honest had not a great performance on Ancient. So, I don't know. Oh, I still want to say 2-0 for Regain, and I kind of want to say 13-10, 13-9, but it could be one way or the other. Now, Ancient, Mirage, Dust 2. I'm trying to think about what else we could yap about before we get going. Prod said knife round has started. We're going to be jumping into this one quick as you like. You got any points left, Marky?
Look, I just think the pressure is on Regain. It's on them to win this match, to make it back to the grand finals for the 5th time. It's on Honest to be the teammate that shows up as the new player and frags out for him. So we're going to see what happens. But I think it's going to be a good match here.
Nice little Raisedbypixels CT side start. Regain on the tee. Will English, the man behind the scenes, flipping screens on prod and observing tonight. But we are going to be using the myhud auto director tonight. So chat, keep your eye on that. Make sure you let us know if you like it or not. Quick little AXQ coming out from Regain on the move. Dirk, a good little lineup. There's 2 waiting for him at the front of the mouth of A side, but it's easy. Cleanup for Honest. He finds a double. And onto the site, quick as you like, they go. 5v3 going to be in this post plant. Raisedbypixels. Tough time ahead of them.
That's exactly what everybody wanted. Honest getting off to a hot start here. And speaking of hot, there's going to be some players shooting back and forth, but still all of the kills going the way of this Regain squad. Only one player getting down. That would be Grape. And the pistol rounds going the way of Regain. Pretty easy.
Now we got to see if they want to do that kind of style again. The ape strong mentality, group and take. Raisedbypixels on the other side. Ready for a little Amazon delivery. I wonder where they're going to go with that. Mid, for sure.
See what happens here. Yeah, it should be a pretty easy cleanup, but might be a couple players running in here. Actually, they're going to wait it out. Smart players as they are, but the nade's waiting as well. There they go. No, nothing. 10 damage. That is it.
That's cool. That's okay. That's information gained. A good call from Regain to just play slow on that as they expect that kind of fight forward. This is Raisedbypixels. This is the mid-round information gaining team where they will fight, and fight again. You can see it. They're trying to gain the info towards Cave. Donut getting flushed out quite quickly. Dirk making money towards that AVP. Now as the Cave fight finds its mark, it's Sasha supported by Dirk to do the rest. It's down to one Bright left alone on site, and he's getting collected from ramp. Easy does it. Regain's post a second and flawless at that.
So far, so good for them. And we can see immediately the util that they have on this map. They have the map knowledge to be able to carry this across the line. It is their map pick. And starting on that T side, you know, it's going to be good for them to get their economy built up a little bit. We will see the buy coming in, but nothing too scary yet on the side of Raisedbypixels. It's going to be an MP9 and FAMAS there. So still, Regain looking good so far. We're going to see some of that util, and there's a little bit more damage on those nades.
That makes those MP9s a little bit more powerful. One Bright with the pack-a-punch style in towards Cave. He's getting mollied out of position early. We got to keep our eye on the minimap to start most of these rounds. It ain't going to lie to us, chat. Chip damage continuously comes through. Regain posturing heavy towards the B site. You can see the rotates already coming in. CT's getting prepped for this, and the fact that the utility's starting to run dry, they might want to fight into it. They're taking Cave control. Bright doesn't give a damn.
Yeah, Regain has been very quick on taking space so far. That smoke will deter them a little bit, and just enough time for, look at this, all 5 players on Raisedbypixels are going to be here when this execute comes in.
The utility usage has to win the day here, but it's the M4 to slay. Honest plays trade. Michael does his damage towards Sasha on the B ramp, but they got to find this fight on Honest, and easy does it. Good cleanup on the site hold. Raisedbypixels make a mid-round call to gamble B's site, and they find success. 4 alive, a couple of AKs, maybe just one in a Galil purchase, or picked up from them. 2-1.
Yeah, that, you know, it is the bonus round for Regain there. It's tough, though. I mean, they didn't really put any map pressure anywhere other than B, so it was a little easy for Raisedbypixels to rotate the extra man over there. Rotating the extra 2 men over there is a little surprising, and a great call to start it off, but so far, so good for Raisedbypixels, able to win that first round. And there is a nice shot on Bright, just timing that cave peek, getting out with the Galil in hands. Nice headshot.
Top of the mid smoke, fight ensues. Honest and Zukar double down. Speed towards the ace site happens, but it's Attila there to put himself just in the way for one. 3v2 now as utility comes out onto A and the rotates are in. Michael and Bright are going to have to do this off the back of Alil and Famas. Trade's effective. On to get planted to slide through the smoke for Bright. It's well timed, but it's covered. Easy kill from Honest to post his 5th and a 3rd on the board for Regain as they don't fumble that one. Easy does it, boys.
Not at all looking good. All of the shots coming in and just playing with their teammates. Honest hitting the shot that needed to be hit at the very end there. And here we go. 5-1, 4-1 on Dirt. Getting off to some hot starts. It's pretty early here, but would like to see Raisedbypixels at least, start to build that economy, win a couple rounds here. They should have enough money for the AWP if they do want it here. See what comes out. It does not look like it. So we will have a little timeout coming through, but Regain 3-1 now. Looking good.
Something funny about Regain, the fact that they've been a realistically top 10 team in North America for almost a year now. They've never had a coach. This is all just the brainchild of Sasha and what he can piece together. And off the back of attack timeout in round number 5, it's got to be something special. Mid-control to come through. Luke's dismantle from the steps towards Donut has been heard. He's looking for a flash support, but it ain't going to come. Zukar licks the flames, and they fall back. They don't want to play. Raisedbypixels lose mid-control, but they're fighting heavy towards the B side. Right, doesn't want to give up Cave just yet.
Looks like this bomb is going to make its way over towards A. Regain trying to pick their fights a little more considerate this time here. It's going to be a smoke over towards Red Room, and this is what we were talking about, that one round that Raisedbypixels did win. There wasn't really any map pressure put anywhere other than B. So this time they're going to change that up a little bit, but Raisedbypixels going aggressive, peeking through that smoke in Red Room, so they will clear out mid, and now they know it's maybe somebody over here on A. Sasha's going to take that initial contact, and nobody going down yet. Ollie's going to go out.
Through.
Ooh.
Oh, Attila finds one. Dirk trades back. They know there's a second towards the cave, so Donut side. The rotate through lower mid. It's going to be late. Zukar can't find the timing. Honest and Brennan get fragged by Flacco. This hold on the A site is easy, and as you mentioned, it's the fact that they find that information mid. No pressure from Regain B. Patience to take that site. And Raisedbypixels just there on time.
Yeah, and hitting some shots. M4, AK doesn't matter. They're going to pick up a couple, 3 AKs now, which is a bit scary on that CT side. But shots being hit, you love to see it. The individuals can step up and battle with Regain. And 3-2 might even get a tied game here pretty early on as we see Regain down on the low buy. They will force it. It's going to be some Tech 9s, Mac 10, but no AKs.
Well, you know what the time is? It's attack timeout. This one's sponsored by SCL.GG. Crossfire is powered by SCL. You run 24/7 training servers, review matches in 2D, and build real structure into your gameplay. Whether you're grinding alone or coordinating with teammates, SCL has all the tools you need to elevate your game. Head over to SCL.GG for more info.
I'm out here using SEL before every match. It is a wonderful little tool. Figure out a little more about these teams, how they like to play, and I'm sure these teams are using it as well as we see some initial fights coming out through mid fast. Soul Survivor and Tella taking them down, so that force by nothing happening with it for Regain.
I like the attempt, I guess. I feel like it's kind of just throwing the round away. You could have done that with Glocks to gain the same information. There was no extra supportive flashes. It was haphazard.
It's definitely a gamble. I mean, if you do make that mid-take succeed, then Raisedbypixels is going to have to figure something out for the following rounds. But yeah, shutting it down pretty easily. And now Raisedbypixels has to be feeling confident as they tie this thing up. It would be great if they can keep all 5 alive as well and keep that economy going strong.
We talked about that economy game early for Regain. The fact that it's completely broken now is going to be a gutting feeling. Honest still at 5 frags. Everybody else putting in the work. But a 3-3 scoreline seems pretty nice for the Raisedbypixels guys. And they're doing exactly what's expected here, right? They're fighting forward. They don't care about the choke points. They know their utility on the CT side reigns supreme, so they take the space. They make something of this round, but cut down. Tilla with a 4K hold on mid. Doesn't even take a point of damage for his troubles and posts a third.
And still 3 AKs coming through into that next round here. It's going to be a bit of a tough call for Regain. I mean, they are not going to invest into this round. Should just be the Glocks, and it'd be nice for Raisedbypixels to be able to take a lead early on here.
I want to see what they do, though, on the CT side. Utility's out. They're patient towards it. You can see Flacco doesn't want to get caught as he just plays depth in red room. Standard utility towards the B site for a flash and a peek, and it is going to be the Glock train through Donut. Attila lines up the first, rightfully so, gets himself out. Drops the block molly, and they don't want to go through it. He's stuck on site, rotates her here. He's got Flacco with him, but he hears the exodus quickly from that Donut side. Luke just waiting on that connector from B, and he's going to have that next point of contact. He has no support on this, so he has to try to play the spray. 3 is the name. Oh, he's already caught out. He's trying to flash and peek behind it. The support comes through, and CT spawn, and another flawless posted. Raisedbypixels on a money-making mission as they post a 4th and take the lead against Regain on their map pick.
Again, all 5 alive, looking good, and that one piece of util, that molly that was thrown over in Donut, was so good for Raisedbypixels. I mean, it's a Glock round. It's not the scariest thing in the world, but that one piece of util just cuts them off. They have to sit in Donut and try to figure out a plan B, and that is just enough time for Raisedbypixels to all get into positions they want, cut off that Donut position, cut off Red Room, and just mow them down. Looking good, but Flacco getting aggressive here. This is a little bit of a change-up.
This is to support that cat crawl that's coming through. Soul Survivor takes Honest's scalp early. Heavy utility keeps the T's at bay. Another smoke towards a catwalk cross, but Sasha wise to it. Ooh, exiting mid is Flacco as he tries to play a little bit of pause and puffs his chest up with a flashbang, but escapes. And now Regain kind of corralled towards B site as they grab cat control. Brennan finds Soul Survivor at depth with a little bit of a Kobe. Look at this. Raisedbypixels are all here. They know exactly what Regain want to do.
Yeah, it's a gamble
Red Room isn't going to deter them. They're pushing straight down into this one. Great. Got to be ready for this. Find the first frag easy. Does it. Doubles down as well, and he knows the third is present. But not alive anymore as Bright finds him. Collected by Zukar and a 4th on the board. Regain patient in that mid-round. Allow Raisedbypixels to go info hunting to their own demise.
Yeah, perfect call. Just to sit there and wait. Grape hitting the shots he needed to. And yeah, Raisedbypixels, I mean, they gambled correctly. They had the 3 men there on the B site. Looks like Regain were starting to creep up, but just decided to go aggressive, go for the info. It's not a terrible play, but Grape right there to hit it. Let's get that 4th round on the board for Regain. Love that we're seeing a little bit of back and forth here on the scoreboard.
Look at the money, though, for Raisedbypixels. These are still in the purchase territory for another round. So Regain are going to have to do this the hard way if they want to find 6. It's got to be another rifle round before they're even going to start to eat into the bank of Raisedbypixels. Patient mid-crawl here, but what's the re-clear from the CT side going to be? And it looks like they want to stack towards Cave. Red Room slowly getting cleared out. Honest just right behind Zukar, taking this space, and they're going to do a late B pinch, but all 5 Raisedbypixels are here, and they have the setup for it. Late clear into Red Room comes in. Flacco, not wary of it. Honest, oh my god! Staples 2 to the wall, 762 to the dome is bad for your health, and he continues that reign of terror. Him and Zukar collect the Red Room frags, and they're still going towards B. Luke and Bright are here, smokes to fade shortly. As they slide through, it's an easy cleanup for Great to find the first spray, find the second as well, and Regain 2 in a row to post a 5th.
It's so funny. It's a 5-4 game. We've seen back and forth on who's in the lead already, but these rounds are just so dominant from whoever's winning them. Coming out strong, that op on Luke, not able to get anything done, and Regain back on top.
That was a weird round. Raisedbypixels completely forego A site. Regain walk into their fights towards Red Room, and it's just an honest show. Up to 7 he goes. Back towards the B site as a 4-stack comes through for Raisedbypixels. What a call to do this.
Oh, this cave push is going to come out. And not be ready for it. Oh, what a spray.
Beautiful spray by Bright. They're playing trade on site, but it's Bright to put down his own teammate. No way. That's an unfavorable trade for the CT side, and they continue to march on site. Regain taking space. Look at Flacco pushing up on that short smoke. He's going to have support from the cave side, but he feels pinched now. Bomb goes down. 40 seconds to make the play. All three members of Raisedbypixels are here on site. Flacco finds Dirk through the smoke, and as it fades, he finds the last two, cleans up one, and it's Brennan in this 1v2, but with 3 HP, they know, and they just stand tall. Bright puts him down. 2-piece for him, 3 if you count his teammate. 5-5 we go.
Looks like he had a
Sorry,
lineup
bro.
to kill his teammate there. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
There's the ramp lineup. That's the back of my head, bro. No, it's not.
Still able to win it, though. Unfortunately, Rabe was tagged down so hard, couldn't really do anything in the clutch there, and it will be a tie game. The economy battles continue. Raisedbypixels won that round, but still we're seeing an MP9 come out from him. A couple of AKs, though, so not the worst thing in the world.
That's a pretty comprehensive buy for both sides. No scopes, M4s and AKs. And a heavy built utility for both sides. Mid control coming through from Raisedbypixels. Regain want nothing to do with this. Zukar going to play a little bit of a donut smoke. Feign that they want this space, but there's 4 members of Raisedbypixels here. They just completely give up B site this time. They're playing lower mid, looking for that cat fight, and they're going to complete the space take. It's Regain to make the next move towards A.
Yeah, it's a free site if they go quick. They don't realize it, but that donut player is just getting back into position. And Util will come out. It might be able to lock him out of the bomb site here, but it's in the back. Takes one down, and Sasha does trade out so they don't have to worry about that flank.
Here comes that site hit. That heavy belt of util from Regain unused early doors gives them the space they need on site. Sasha plays cover as he allows the bomb to get on site, but Flacco and Bright pull 2 back. Honest and Grape try to get this bomb down, but the flank is known. Grape taps. Doesn't find the fight he's looking for. Back exposed. Bright puts him down in a flash of light just like that. It's Honest 1v3. A-main crawl finds the frag. It's actually Flacco from Donut and 6 on the board. Raisedbypixels at least tie the half here in Regain. Money busted.
It's going to be a tough one for the last round here. Raisedbypixels showing you a pretty good CT side. I love that they decided to send another player back through A main at the end of that. They thought they had killed that flank, and Sasha took him down, but sending another player through, and Honest just had no chance at that point in the clutch. Looks
Here
like
comes
this
this
is
pistol
going to
round
be,
strap
yeah,
back on
exactly.
board. Who's here though? Attila. Flash out towards A main. Not going to slow them down. Actually lands behind the steps, so it gives them some space to get in. Shallow donut smoke. Doesn't really give them all the space that they need, and Attila going to try to play a spray to stop this bomb from getting planted, but it's Soul Survivor from Spawn to find the first. Another TK from the CT side. Execution style. I think it was Mike who got dropped in the last round as well. 4v4. This bomb cannot go down. The pressure from the CT side is mounting. Mac-10 can't find the frag. Attila stays alive. He finds another. It's a 2-hold from Donut to give a breath of life here. Raisedbypixels looking for 7. It's Honest and Grape again, and another 2v3. Grape's position noted behind big box. Flacco playing the spray. Honest can't control it towards Spawn, and Bright to close this gap towards Brennan, but it's actually Soul Survivor. 7-5. Raisedbypixels win the half after a shaky start.
Looking good, trying to take their opponent's map pick, and boy, I mean, the theme, I think, of this first half is aggression. So quick. Even on the retakes, on the site takes, just unrelenting, going at each other. And I know,
quick,
all of these players fragging out so far. I mean, you look across the scoreboards, Attila's up at 13 frags, but everybody on Regain's sort of performing so far. Not anybody lagging behind super hard, so it's good to see that these players are on point with their aim here.
Raisedbypixels doing their best Regain impression. Flacco tossing the utility out. The push in, not good enough. Brennan gets caught, and they sight completely evacuated for Regain. They're going to fight into this. Dirk before the smoke plumes catches Mike on the cross, and he's having not a fun time. Keeps taking the bullets to the dome. Bomb going to try to get forced out of sight, but it's Sasha and Zukar to triple down on the hit. Bright can't hold his nerve, and it comes down to just a loop. Fresh smoke into Donut holds him at bay. It looks like Regain are going to post a 6.
Yeah, that A-take's just not working out for him this time, unfortunately. Tried to do, as you said, that exact same play that Regain pulled off in that first round, or did not pull off, and looks like Regain's going to take this one on the CT side. They're going to try to tie it up here. No bomb plant, so nothing too threatening over there on the Raisedbypixels side. They're going to have to wait to get back into this.
Mike's going to try to do his own little headshot show as I think he's been killed twice. I think he's been killed twice by his teammates. I don't know. That's a deep lower mid smoke from Zukar. He really wants this space. It's not a great one to play around, so he exits out. Regain's still trying to figure out what kind of purchase Raisedbypixels is on right now, as they just throw chunk util towards the extremities and see what kind of chip damage they can do. 3 MP9s, 2 M4s on the CT side, and they're spread out quite evenly across the map. And Mike going for a first fight here, and it would be smart for Grape not to pick, because he'll lose his life against this Deeg.
I always love a little bit of slow eco rounds when you don't have anything going for you. Just slow it down, let them waste some util so they have to buy that back at the very least.
100%.
I mean,
it's very hard to coordinate that, though. Like, hey, guys, don't peek. Yeah, no problem. Dude, it's 5 seconds around, you're dead up B ramp. I had a chance. You're not even listening, bro.
Nice attempt there. It looks like Flacco's going to pick up that Deeg. Everybody just taking their time, trying to go for it, and Sasha's going to get out of there.
Easy cleanup. 7-7. Scoreline back to tied, and the rifles to come back out for Raisedbypixels, but Regain should be ready for this.
Yep, here we go. Raisedbypixels coming out with the buy, but it's not the best util situation for them. They do have 5 smokes, but very limited on the flashbang tamales, so they're going to have one shot at this execute, it seems like, and make sure it counts.
Oh, empty A site. Look at how deep that donut smoke is as well. It gives him tons of space to play, and Zukar has half a mind to walk through it. Right into CT spawn, cleared this time as the smoke plumes perfectly. And a 1,000 point post plant comes through. Here we go. Nice shot from Mike from a depth, takes out Sasha trying to spray and pray. Now with the utility on the CT side, kinda not being used yet. Zukar goes down and Donut. Honest finds a frag back. They're still not on site. The depth in this post plant by Raisedbypixels is good. Bright finds the first, supporting his big box defender of Soul Survivor, but no longer. And Dirk already says nay with 14 HP. They're going to hunt him down. Flacco can't find the frag, but it's an 8th on the board for Raisedbypixels. That A-site hit finally comes through.
Yeah, too easy for him that round. I mean, Regain opting to play for that retake setup and just didn't have any good positions or util to be able to get back into that. It's nice that Dirk is able to survive with this M4, but would have liked to have at least one more survive so that they could have a full buy. Sasha's down on that 16k there, and looks like there's going to be an SMG in the mix, but still a tight game, 8-7 now. It just keeps going back and forth.
It was a good call by Raisedbypixels. They understood that they were on the back foot with that lacking utility. And Regain, well, they're a mid-heavy team, so they take advantage of that. Mid we go. Right? Patient, respecting that util toss by the CT side, and they might try to erect a boost over this. Zukar seems present in mind. And he is! Finds the spray, doubles down. Mike from the catwalk cross can't collect. Soul Survivor snuffed out as he tries to slip through the smoke, and all of a sudden it's just Flacco up ramp, and he's getting chipped down by the utility. Grape, I think, spotted him on the jump 100%. You can see the gap getting closed, the spam through the smoke. But Flacco is out. A minute 20 to try to survive. Bomb on his back, and where can he go?
Takes one out, but it looks like they're going to come looking for him here. Just the Galil and 60 health. Not much he can do here, and walks right into him. Dirk able to take him out, and that'll be an 8th on the board for Regain. Once again, these dominant rounds from both teams. I mean, we saw that retake a couple rounds ago, but still, it wasn't that competitive, it felt like. So, again, just whoever gets these initial frags, it seems like, is able to win their team the rounds.
One thing that I was looking for was, I was expecting Grape to be in more 1vx situations, but you're right, man. Put the nail on the head right there. It's 3 surviving seemingly every round for the winning team. Leagues across the board for everybody. Raisedbypixels going head hunting, but it's AKs on the other side waiting. And I'm surprised Dirk didn't drop Sasha and M4, but maybe he's saving for the big green going forward.
Tried this last eco here. Yeah, trying to boost one up. The typical, and I go for the fight a second time there, but decided to back off.
Stop, Grape. Oh my god. If he gets rocked and loses a smoke and a flash. Okay, Honest. Oh, he did.
There it is.
He did. Yeah, Attila put him down. Honest next up. I'm just waiting for these to connect. It's a dangerous game, Attila, and Honest knows all the angles. He recovers a little bit. He can pick up the utility from Grape's body. Right next on the line, but as Dirk to double down and looking fine, he gets himself a 3-piece to post to 9th. Regain 4 survive. Easy does it. Dirk can drop that AK to Grape, get himself the big green as the purchase comes back for Raisedbypixels.
Once again, look at all these AKs. 3 on the board for the CTs here. Looking very dangerous as all of these individuals are online. Honest up at 13 frags, Dirk at 12, but nobody below 10. It's really even across the scoreboard for Regain.
Which is surprising for how well these rounds have been won by both these sides. You'd think there'd be a couple of people not fragging, but it seems wherever enemies go, bodies drop. Attila leading the way with 15. Mike, a couple of unfortunate rounds for him. He got smacked by his own teammates who couldn't play. Attila gets caught towards lower mid. Him and Soul Survivor counting their pennies. Zukar closes that gap quite quickly and gives Regain everything they need. The B-ramp push coming in. Mike first on the line. The Galil takes the pot shot towards short. Honest steps up, but only good for 1. It's Sasha to play trade against Flacco, who's now left in a 1v3. Information gained on 2, but he's got to take the fight, and Brennan finds it as he tries to slide for the peak. 10-8. Double digits for Regain.
Huge plays from Zukar. I mean, he won him the rounds. Just finding those 2 players over by elbow there and clearing out the rest of A, the rest of mid. They knew it was the B hit at that point and able to find a couple frags there. Raisedbypixels just went fully in contact play. Didn't drop any util down and didn't work out for him. Regain knew exactly what was happening. And
smoke. It's a fast B play.
Yep.
Oh my god, chunky nade on the cross. Mike takes 40 points of damage and he just slows down slightly. It is Sasha here with the M4A1S, supported by Grape on the long side. They fall off. They understand this pressure because there's nothing towards mid. Once this smoke fades, it's going to be the execute to come through. Raisedbypixels have 2 smokes, both getting tossed now. Retake territory for Regain.
Bob not down yet. Smokes are going to disappear soon.
Once these smokes fade, though, it should be a flash and go. Dirk, Nate's default plays the spray as he forces the fight off the line. Smokes to fade and the gaps to close quite quickly. Tech 9 from close range finds nothing. Honest and Zukar light up the scoreboard, and it's just Bright left alone. Tap on the bomb. They're forcing this fight through cave. It's a Mac 10 on the other side. He's good for the first. He's staying alive long enough. He dinks down a second, but he's forced into the fight. It almost works out. Sasha puts him in the dirt. 3 survive as Regain post at 11.
Ton of damage on that Mac 10 and the Glock at the end. Just not enough to do it. And that's one of the closer rounds we've seen, really. Still 3 players surviving, but at least 2 of them were tagged down a little bit. And now Regain starting to take control here at the very end when it matters. Dirk has that big green out as well. So it's looking scarier and scarier as these rounds go on.
Yeah, Regain finding their footing here on their CT side. Double smoke towards the catwalk side for Raisedbypixels. It slows that Molly attempt down. Let's see if he can put it out immediately. No damage on the cross. As I say that, of course, Brennan hits Flacco with the nade AK combo. And it's an easy cleanup. All blue in the kill feed. And now left alone, Bright, the guy flashing for his mid-take, says, guys, where's everybody? Clicks the radio. No one responds. He understands he's alone, and Regain about to post map point.
I love that they're keeping the aggression up on the CT side. I mean, it's their game to lose, as we talked about a little bit, but still they're going right at these T's, and up to 12 now. Map point. Raisedbypixels. Unfortunately, this T side just fizzling out a little bit, not looking as good as their first half.
Maybe a point to prove here for Regain. That T side seemed a little shaky. Raisedbypixels had the read almost every round. The group fights, the slow plays from Regain gave all the information over. Raisedbypixels able to do that 7-5 half. But now this CT side for Regain, quite comprehensive as they take any fight they want and seemingly find it. Right straight up mid, gets caught by the nade molly combo. No way. Honest flicks Flack and staples him to the wall. Looking for more across catwalk, but it's Soul Survivor to finish the job. 4v3 with a minute 30 on the clock.
Gotta slow things down here. There is some space they can take. Zukar's this only player on the left side of the map here. He's gonna start to back off as he realizes he's alone if he does get peeked. Still a minute 20 on the clock, so plenty of time to do something. Gonna Show a little bit of a shoulder there out towards elbow, and that's going to drop a smoke at least.
No way, Mikey. You walking through
don't-
this? Freebie for Sasha on the other side. He's got Dirk just watching B ramp. Oh, and a healthy nade sends Luke to the grave. Sasha sticking it to the man in cave, and he's looking for more. Here's the jump and collects the kill. Easy does it. Regain 13-8. Chat, we're taking a break. When we come back, it's map 2 Mirage to see if Regain can close this out.
This live stream is sponsored by SCL, an all-in-one CS2 training platform with a practice server, 2D viewer, and unique training modes like Defense Mode. Defend sites against bot executes that get harder every round. And Trade Fire, a pre-fire mode where enemies actually try to trade you. You can run every mode in co-op and track your progress and stats across all your training. Plus, you get an advanced 2D demo viewer. Use code Crossfire40 for 40% off your first month. That's under $3.
You always make up something, you know I try to pray for you. Even when we're touching, you always make a fussing. Okay, I'm pushing, don't test my patience. I'm trying to pace it. You kept me waiting, I try to pray for you. I try to pray for you. You know I try to pray for you. Even when we're touching, you always make a fuss. Okay, I'm pushing, don't test my patience. I'm trying to pace it. You kept me waiting, I try to pray for you. Okay, I'm pacing. It cannot wait cause you test my patience. I try to pray for you. For you, for you. I try to pray for you. For you. I try to pray for you. I try to pray for you.
A little bit of a back and forth affair to start it off, but at the end of the day, it's Regain to take the map pick. And here we go. Map number 2, Mirage. I'm still Mr. Henry Bat, joined by Marky M, and Regain CT side start. Probably going to smell the same as Ancient.
It's going to be an uphill battle for Raisedbypixels, but they might have a free B site to start it off, so that'll make it a little easier for them.
Sasha's here with the dualies, but he stays poised in market. He's going to fight through. He's got Honest in support, but Mike finds the frag before the smoke plumes. Now it's going to be a hard retake, but the double flank can find its stride. Sasha needs to take first contact here. He knows he's got one close, but the swing off contact, probably do a little bit more. He plays trade. Dirk gets the dualies. They file in through the door, but it's an easy shutdown. Zukar on the flank finds one, make it two, but it's a quick closeout. A pistol round secured, Raisedbypixels. Pick it up. Easy B-site push, and another fast start to potentially a fast map.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Regain had the two players pushing through underpass, but it just wasn't fast enough. Raisedbypixels are faster. And as we saw, same thing as Ancient. Aggression, going fast. Pick a site and go. Trade out and get the round, and that's exactly what they did.
Expect nothing less from both these sides. It's USP stacked in mid-window, and they're trying to spray, and it's more team dinks on the T side. No kills this time. Mike's not a part of that pack. He's like, I'm out of here, boys. I'm not getting shot in the back of the head. Two opening frags, and Raisedbypixels sent the other way. The fact that he died twice on the first map, I think he died twice on the first map, is just unfortunate. This is weird. Raisedbypixels hear the USPs. They're being very cautious. I get it. Luke has dumped his util to his teammates, but why is he not going first? Let him in with that Mac 10. Send Attila right behind him. Just drop the utility back and get on site. Here we go. Easy cleanup. Flacco finds the first from apartments. Clearing towards catwalk, and this is a very comprehensive second for Raisedbypixels. They're not even going to waste their util. They want everything they can going into the next. Luke just going to go for a little bit of a check here, and Dirk counting his paycheck as he waits for the next round. Wants that $2,400 in his pocket.
Ooh, not even able to find one there, and Mac-10 coming out with another. And so that is the perfect start for Raisedbypixels. Want to get back into this match here. Ancient, it was competitive for that first half for most of the game, and then Regain at the very end there just showed what they were made of and able to close it out pretty handily in the end. So we'll see if this T-side on Mirage has a little more to show than Ancient.
Standard mid-take, Raisedbypixels want this. Ooh, I was going to say, don't double smoke mid-window. Not necessary. Honest setting up the crossfire from his teammates in connector, Zukar and Dirk. There to play any kind of trade, but Flacco confirms the mid space has been taken. Molly into ladder truly confirms it all. And Regain, what's your replay here? Looks like they want to double up for a cat fight as Mike starts to cross. Flacco in tow. Behind the top connector smoke. But it is just patience as a minute's about to strike the clock.
Spotted him out there going up con. There's a few of them now, and they're going to be careful. There's a player on stairs. Not able to get it done. Dirk chimes out from jungle as well, and it's down to the 3-on-4. An advantage for the CTs. They're going to rotate one back over, but Sasha on this cat play is going to find one. And
how annoying is that to just re-push cat? Honest
Crazy.
cut off in jungle, and that Molly's going to spread. He's got to get back to that murder roll. That's going to be a scary spot to be. Grape and CT spawn trying to pop the edge of the smoke to try to find any of these fights. Till caught on the cross. Bright collected as well, and an easy first posted. Another very powerful win from we'll call it the winning side for Survive, and Regain posts their first.
Yeah, looking good there. Ready for that mid take. They gave up the mid space, but those players on cat and doubling up over on stairs and jungle, just able to find the trades and keep the game in their favor. It's going to be the first rounds, and Raisedbypixels will be able to buy back into this. Like that they...
Clean pistol and conversion gives them everything they need. AKs across the board.
They did a little slower that round, maybe that's why they lost, so...
Maybe they got to stay together. Faking the mid take here, it seems. Raisedbypixels just tossing out the utility. They don't want it. They're patient on this one. They're waiting for any kind of regress from somewhere else. Wow, they do edge forward. This ladder position from Honest is going to get cleared out by the Molotov lower. Looks like they're just staying grouped for this cat fight. And the top connector smoke stays strong as Luke applies the pressure towards A ramp, but they're not fighting onto this one. Honest dismantle from ladder, going to find a fight onto Bright as he crosses lower mid. The cat crawl gets caught as Sasha, Honest, and Zukar light it up, and they find the frags needed to hold down this cat split, and Raisedbypixels. Nothing heard in round 4.
Oh, the little flick back. Zukar takes him down, and 5 alive. Regain tie things up. It was a nice... I liked the start of that round from Raisedbypixels. They throw all the initial mid util. They're able to walk up cat fully and catch the 1B player off guard, but unfortunately just not able to hit the shot. And Regain, at that point, once they knew exactly what was going on, they were in position for it. Able to take him out from ladder, and it's going to be back to Glocks here for Raisedbypixels. Couple Deagles
like
in
this.
the mix. No?
I hate this $1,300 purchase. You're like, yeah, okay, fine. Mike does the damn thing, takes out Dirk, but if you lose this round and it's not a, like, oh, you've killed 3 or 4 on the CT side, it's just not worth it, because you're not going to have all the utility you need the next. It's just going to be AKs.
Oh, that's a shot. It's totally fair, though. I mean, you already have 2 Deagles in play. There's another shot, though. It's a 3-on-2. Zucker takes another down back to the 2-on-2, but still a little dangerous. Nice shot from Zukar, and right in the 1-on-1. Here we go. Going up con. Right down on 1 HP. Needs to find the shot and can't do it. Zukar does take him down in the ends, but oh my lord. That was much closer than I had any meaning to.
Sasha's calling attack timeout. He's got to. That was an awkward round against Deagles. Everybody from Regain happy to post their third, I'm sure, but a scary way to find it. No attack timeout. I guess he just straightens them out right away. Dirk on the big green. Raisedbypixels back with the purchase, but again, you can see what it does to them. Those Deagles limit their purchase moving forward. Helmets and AKs everywhere, but a lack of util is going to slow them down a little bit.
Mid push coming out. What happens here? She's good. Attila is there though and finds it. Second flash just a little too late, and it's the second player going down as well. Attila continuing where they were on that first map.
That slowdown by Raisedbypixels because they didn't have the utility feeds into the regain aggression, and they find nothing but death on the other side. It's going to come down to Dirk's op on Cat. He can line him up, knock him down. He has to have time to reload. No flash for the corner. Attila just walks dry into it. Bright collects Brennan over on the opposite side, and they start to explode, closing this gap. Sasha can't hold it down. It comes down to Dirk's op in a 1v3, and they can just isolate it. 3-3 goes the scoreline.
They're not going to peek him here. Hopefully he can survive, but he's got a player on his back. The game sense is unreal to be able to find that. Clean 5-7, and he's got to route back into this if they keep peeking. There we go. So Survivor going to take the angle, and Dirk was aware that he might be there, but still. Soul Survivor taking him down, opting not to pick up the op there, and it will be the third round on the board. Tie game.
Now those 3 kills do keep Raisedbypixels a little bit shy on the economy. You can see they're missing some flashes. They're going to be unable to purchase in the next. But it hurts Regain just as bad. 2 MP9s, 3 kits. They have the op in Dirk's hands. But at what cost here? Split defense, 2 towards Connector, 3 towards B site, and Raisedbypixels flaunt the AK towards top mid.
Again, starting to creep down mid pretty slowly, not trying to give away too many sound cues here. Smoke will come through, and there's a couple players on the side of this on Khan. No player up Cat. The Crossfire here, and Attila does get taken down by Zucker. Players doubled up, and Khan works out. Yep.
Top Con is smoked, and he's staring at the smoke. He's not clearing his corners. An awkward way to lose your first fight. Minute 5 on the clock, and Raisedbypixels start creeping out towards A site. They had this read a while ago. The bomb is rotating in. Smokes to the cross, Molly towards the stairs side. And it does send Regain back, but they're happy to play this 5v4, make it a 4v4. Post plant as Honest gets clipped. Bright and Soul Survivor double down. Dirk's op does ring true, and he looks for more, but it's the AK to find the frag. Sasha 1v3, turn 1v2. And AK, I was going to say head for the hills here, my friend, but he wants to go for this. Feeling cheeky in a 1v2 in round number 7. Gap closing. Back exposed. Mike puts him in the dirt. 4 on the board. Raisedbypixels grab the lead once again.
Yeah, great round from Bright there. Able to find that frag from Palace towards the CT player, and then posted up ready for Dirk when he came through. Was able to find 1 on that op, but just immediately when he peeks through CT, gets taken down, deleted. And then the reposition at the very end. Going back down to site. Regain just had no idea. And Raisedbypixels up to 4. Once again, back and forth game, and Soul Survivor taking out that anchor. Huge opening up space here, and Honest does have that deagle out. Might have a little one-on-one, be able to pick up that AK if he can, but let's see.
Last USP save for Regain. They stack towards mid. This time, Honest's deagle strikes true. We got Plaid Stripes in the kill feed here as they go 2 for 2, and a couple weapons getting picked up on the CT side. Great top mid. Oh, finding his form. Luke, Soul Survivor can't find the frag. Mag running low, and he doesn't want to stay to play. Bright gonna close the back door on them. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. 5 on the board. Raisedbypixels. 3 survive. Another very powerful round win. But again, against the Deeg and USPs, maybe could have been cleaner.
Again, these rounds are just going so fast. Not really much mid-rounding. No late takes of the bomb sites. They are just finding the fights and going at them. Neither team is too afraid to take them. And so far, it's working out for Raisedbypixels a little more than Regain.
Regain are a second half kind of team. as explained on Ancient, as they put 9 on the board pretty quickly. 8, 13? Yeah, 8 or 9 rounds. Inside execute coming in. Raisedbypixels moving quick behind this. They want to make sure that smoke has its full effect, and they use the full time. Bomb getting planted on default. The pop of the smoke finds Dirk the frag. Next wave of util comes through, and Brennan collects Attila. Staple him to the wall, blood splatter and all. Back cross, or stairs cross rather, gets caught, and it's an easy double find from Honest. Bomb can't even get planted and caught out. Regain play patience on that retake, and they find it easy.
Yeah, just getting those initial kills through CT, and at that point, Raisedbypixels, they only had the one smoke left. Threw it over towards jungle, but it was just too late at that point. Regain looking dominant. 3 AKs back in their hands, and we'll see if they're able to string a couple rounds together. It would be nice to see, as it's been so back and forth for them, but Raisedbypixels will have that buyback out. All of their players online so far. Everybody has a decent score line across the board here, and some aggression coming through. Zucker is gonna spot out a little toe, I think.
Oh yeah, he's on footfinder.com for sure. He's checking those toes out. He doesn't want to go back though. Flacco's toes aren't for him. He goes back towards connector. Regains patience, I guess you could say, as the mid default comes through.
Con pop once again. We've seen this before. Play over towards stairs and jungle, but the stairs player is tagged so far down. Honest comes through ladder and is able to find one sneak right back up. Away with his life.
Dirk's got to go big on A site, but he gets caught. And he's sent packing towards CT spawn. Just a flash to his name, and they keep spraying. He does slide out for one and make this retake possible. Flacco down to 16 HP, but they hear Sasha's rotate in. Honest has a good belt to util, but what can he get done with it? He has to start tethering off of Sasha. The molly not deep enough for Firebox, and Sasha's going to complain about that one vocally for sure. Don't read lips, kids. Don't read lips. Jungle Cross going to collect Honest. Ooh, great smoke to get him through. Firebox still present. They're trying to play this spam here. No way. Attila slides through the jungle smoke and doubles down. 6 on the board. Raisedbypixels do it again. They get at least 6 on the half, and Regain sent to the economical bin. Honest 2K, immediate purchase of the Deagle. And he sparks a half buy purchase for the Regain side.
Yeah, unfortunate that Molly, you pointed it out, but there was a player there. They knew. And then that smoke came through jungle, was able to catch one of them off, and unfortunate for Regain, not able to get 2 in a row. Raisedbypixels back up, should have 7, which means they will be winning the half if they get this. Be very nice as they switch over to that CT side in a few rounds.
I want to see Zukar go full donk mode here. Let's see if he can find himself a nice 4-piece. He is stuck in the underpass. The cat crawl is coming through. He's going to have info for days. He's only good for 1. Good flick to find Honest towards lower mid. They shut down Zukar's M4 quite quickly. Sasha can pick that up, but onto B site they go. And they go collect the second AK off of Cat. It seems Sasha wants it. It's got to be the save. Regain. Yep. Pack it up, boys. 7 on the board for Raisedbypixels.
Much better T-side than we saw on Ancient from them, so that's a good start to this. And Mirage CT side, I'm sure that they can get it over the line, so we'll see what happens. We might have a 3-mapper on our hands.
This is sort of the same, but in reverse of Ancient, right? I mean, Raisedbypixels still got that 7. It was a good lead for Regain to start pistol and conversion, but this other way around now. And the fact that they did win the 7th round and Regain were able to get the 5th on the half, be a picture-perfect start. Well, Regain's T-side struggled a little bit over on Ancient, but it wasn't due to utility, it wasn't due to executes, it was due to the fact that Raisedbypixels CT side was so dang aggressive. Hopefully Regain are going to have a response for that on their T side. Final purchase comes through as round 12 strikes.
All bought on Dirk. He's been looking good so far. Hasn't seen a ton of action in the early rounds here, but timeout being called. Looks like by Raisedbypixels. They do want to pick up this 8th, and I mean, the difference between a 7-5 and an 8-4 half is pretty massive, especially on a map like Mirage where it's so even, so would love to see them pick that up and force this 3rd map.
Have you liked what you see in Mark EM? Crossfire is powered by myhud. myhud is the ultimate customizable HUD for Counter-Strike 2. It's perfect for casters, streamers, and fans alike. Choose a layout, tweak some colors, add sponsors to the screen, and get a full minimap overview. Level up your streams now with the new Smart Observer at myhud.app. Let's get after it. Round number 12. Picture perfect purchase for both sides. Everybody's got the rifles and armor they want. Mid-take coming through quickly for Raisedbypixels. Mike trying to play pretend against Zukar and Connector, but he does pull the trigger. 5-on-4 early doors, and it's a 2-2 rotate. Regain setting up. There might be a bridge too far here. Oh, easy does it. Is that the nade hitting him that killed him?
It might have been. Oh no,
Disgusting.
Util out. Honest takes one down. 4-on-3 now. I knew Dirk was over on this A bomb site, but it looks like they're still going to go for it. Might just have the molly to draw the player. Hence, Brennan does go out into the open, but takes one down, and there's Dirk to chime in as well. So this should be the 5th on the board for Regain as we switch sides here. It's going to be pretty tight.
That's a scary round from Raisedbypixels. They find that first frag. They seemingly have the information, but it's honest to just slide through. I figured they were just going to group up and hit the A site. Individual step up for Regain. They post that 5th, and now, is it time for the Regain T-side dominance?
With the chances we just see a rush once again on pistol rounds. Probably pretty high, right?
I mean, probably. Let's see what kind of util they have set up for it. Dirk with the smoke. B site lean, and this is the old meta setup Raisedbypixels is using. 3 towards the B site. Regain should be ready for this. Smoke double flash, and we got to watch the pathing of Sasha. Straight out truck, don't fight that cat cross, get yourself tucked in. He likes to go out the window instead. Onto site they go, Attila blinded off in the great right position. Sasha closes that gap quite quickly, swings for that empty pillar, and it's all red and dead. Regain about to post a pistol round and bright off site, nothing heard. As he plays in the smoke, does find his only frag, but that's it. Easy does it. Regain posts a 6 and another. Same start to map number 2. The script has been written.
Isn't that crazy? Ancient, we see a fast A take on pistol. Second half, we see a fast A take on pistol. Mirage, we see a B site take. Pretty fast here, and then Regain coming through with the win this time.
Sasha has calls, though, for these kind of rounds. Against an eco, he'll read it, he'll understand what's going on, and as soon as they find confirmation it is just pistols, they're just going to speed up. Oh my god, they're already up. Cat, the back 10 flies through. Dirk doesn't give a damn. Mike Wazowski doubles and drops Dirk towards Cat. Looks for more, but can't find the frag. Get on site with that bomb, my friend. Stop trying to hunt. Just punch those numbers in. Flank's already being watched. Sasha escapes with his life just narrowly as it's Luke with a P25-0 coming up from the underpass. And it looks like it should be a 7.
Should be. It's like Sasha will go hunting a little bit.
1%.
It's a crazy ragdoll. It takes one out, and yeah, a couple players just going for exits here. I love that they just double up on the B take, go at it once again. Don't show too much of their hand for the game plan this half, and instead just say, okay, you're on pistols. Let's send one straight up Cat. Jumping Mac 10 takes him out, and it's pretty easy cleanup after that.
It's a good investment, right? That Mac 10 just sprinting straight up catwalk against nothing, right? Because what is it going to be, a mid push with USPs, or he's going to confirm the purchase and then Regain just straight up execute on the B site regardless. He gets his cake and eats it too. 7-7. Your eyes in the minimap chat. It does not lie. Smoke top mid, smoke mid window. And Regain lean towards A. It's going to be a split through connector. Luke spamming that Galil, picked up and saved in the round prior. But to no avail. Back towards the A site he goes, and the execute's going to be slow here. Regain waiting for that lower con smoke to fade. They're going to cross. Let's see if they find anything here. Boosting in the mid window is going to be well timed. A ramp push needs to come now.
These two CTs over on A site. One's able to get back into that site. Lots of noise being made by Sasha here, trying to bait out that peak. They're just holding on. A little bit of util come down. Still just the one player in CT, one player in sight. Don't have to worry about jungle too much. Was that molly down and the flank coming through quick? Oh no! He's got sprayed by Zucker. So now they have to worry about Luke on the flank here. It's going to be a lot tougher for the site take.
Sasha holds his own in connector, though. They haven't cleared Firebox out. Bright strikes, finds his own. Philip from spawn doubles down to support the site hold, and it's an easy piece together for Raisedbypixels. 4 survive. Another dominating round from the winning team. Regained, sent to the economical bin, too. It's got to be the double save. Grape and Zukar, $1,500.
Gonna get these AKs out still. They have the aimers. Just get a couple frags, and Luke is gonna pull that op out too. So it's gonna be an interesting round here. See if they have a little strat for a situation like this. It looks like it's gonna be some heavy mid presence. They've been able to get the mid control pretty easily so far on this T side. Not too much of a fight. Raisedbypixels, they're happy to just retake the space afterwards.
Let's see if Honest gets a flash into this ladder peak. I don't think they even have one around him. He doesn't even need it. The fight forward comes through, and they chip down 2. Information gain from Regain. The fight forward from Raisedbypixels is a little bit mistimed. And now as they rejig, ready for this next hit, the smokes are fading towards mid, and they got to start moving quickly up connector. Cat Smoke is on a timing as well. Zukar over top of the jungle. Smoke collects Flacco, and that's an opening they need. Last flash in hand, sent towards CT. Honest finds his own. Attila trying to boost over. Catwalk gets caught, and now Honest on the hunt. Great KZ, 4 soul survivor. Luke finds that frag. Mike makes this one retakeable, but it's going to be the CT spawn fight that matters the most, and Grapes on the other side. Deadly with the Steagle. Bright clears his corners, but can't find the frag. 50 cal to the teeth. And with 20 seconds to go, only 1 kit. Mike's already gone. Dirk hears this. Tells his boys to evacuate. Nicely done, Brennan. Stepping up. 3-piece. 8 on the board.
There it is. Everything lost for Raisedbypixels. Op gets traded over to this T side, and Regain starting to look good here when that gun rounds bounce right back from that 3rd round win by Raisedbypixels, and here we go. Could this be just what we saw last map? Regain, when it matters most, towards the end of the map, when things get down to it, just pull ahead at the very end.
If they win this round, they break the banks. This is an important round. This could be worth 2. But how many times have we seen one of these teams string 2 together that didn't lead to 4 or 5? Zukar finding his fight. The pressure through B apps has come through, and it's a 4 stack towards B for Raisedbypixels. The execute for Regain hasn't come through just yet. Zukar holds his own, finds Flacco, knows there's another one towards lower. Why push apps alone, he says. So he keeps clearing, but the rotates are coming back towards A, and Regain haven't moved a muscle.
Huge kill from Mike there. Able to get back with his life alive. Equalize, and Honest with a nice spray down. There's another player in sight, though. They might not realize.
He doesn't clear his cross. Attila finds the frag. Sasha collects onto Bright as well, so an avenue towards B if they want. Attila's presence on default here compromised as Sasha finds the frag onto Mike, and Brennan does the damn thing. Up to 9. Regain take the lead and break the banks are Raisedbypixels.
Huge round win, as you said. This economy is in shambles now for Raisedbypixels. They have a little bit of money if they want to get some deagles out, but still not looking great. And it doesn't really feel like it, but I mean, we're getting down to it. Regain just a few rounds away from winning this semifinal match and moving on to the grand finals. It's crazy it's been this fast-paced here, but working out for them once again on this T side in the end.
Let's watch how Sasha pieces this one together, though. He's a specialist when it comes down to the ecos. When you have 5 fraggers on your team and you say default, they're all going to be able to get their kills. We've seen this time and again. On these small little eco rounds, they hardly ever lose these. They don't really get jumbled up. No one overextends. When they find those first frags, it's information passed from Sasha that causes the go. They're piecing this one together quite nicely. Controlled. Fight being forced forward. Zukar on his last legs here, and it's Sasha next up towards connector. Stair spot. Eklord finds the first. Cross through sight comes through. It's CT spawn for Bright, but it should be a flash for the swing. Flacco with a CZ over the smoke. Good for it. 3-piece in towards spawn, and on the other side is Sasha. Doubling down as the lineup comes through. Big boy nade to the toes, and Flacco survives for the time being. While planted, 4v2. Should be a 10 here for Regain.
There it is. Able to piece it together perfectly. There's a couple routes that they could have gone there out through mid and just picked the right one where it was the one stairs player, no crossfire anywhere, no support from the teammates. Take out that player and have the site for free, and there is double digits on the board for Regain now.
So Survivor picked up the big green on the CT side, but where does he elect to go? Straight towards mid, why not? He's got a nade to pop the smoke. He's going to look for a fight, but no one's home. Another just A-site crawl here. A little bit of an annoying nade. Dirk sent down to the one-shot range for all of these M4s on the CT side, and it's Bright from spawn to take this long-range fight. Dirk will take this all day. No, what? A shoulder shot right down to 28. Sasha says, I'll go next, I guess. As the execute's about to come through on A-site.
Yeah, they're playing retake here, and it's not a lot of util to retake it with. So this is pretty precarious position here for Raisedbypixels. This execute's going to come in, and not much to stop it.
They have to play patient on this one. They have to re-clear mid first before going for this. It's a heavy belt of util from Regain, and they're patient with it. Second wave to come through as they start clearing their space. Get patience on the cross. Nade towards connector. Flacco only down to 97. He's going to be able to catch this bomb plant as well. No way!
Oh.
Sasha finds the frag, and his patience again. Third wave of util from Regain comes out. Look at this patience displayed from the T side. This is beautiful. Counter-strike. Another op shot lands towards spawn. Brennan finishes that frag. The 308 sends him limping. The 762 puts him down. Look on the Zukar and connector. Easy first, but a spam from Sasha to find his second. And all of a sudden, it's Bright to try to save the op as Regain posts 11, and the bank's busted. Raisedbypixels. It seems like they're on their last legs.
Just a perfect round from Regain. They had the util advantage and they used it perfectly. I mean, just didn't go too quickly into that site take. Waited it out, found a couple frags, and then the resmokes come through. And it's just not much you can do in that situation. Might not even be able to save the op here. They know exactly where he is and getting pushed. Honest. Looking so sharp tonight and finding that 11th rounds now. Regain just a couple away.
It's funny that we say that Honest is looking good. Like he's 11 and 12. He's the bottom of the scoreboard
Right?
for Regain, but it seems like every time an important frag or multi-frag has to come through, it's come from Honest. Now look at the purchase on the CT side. They're like, I want to call it like a half purchase. They're going to kind of play 50-50 here this round. They're going to say we either stack a site properly, rotate early, or we're just going to give it to Regain. And a straight A-site execute coming up. I think Regain are happy with how they played the last round. Patience is a virtue, and the utility is better. You don't even need patience when you have this kind of utility. The AK's fine too. And on to site they go. A slide through to the triple box, but Dirk with the techie collects the skull. Sole survivor. Not for long as Mike and Attila have nothing to write home about. 5v2 in the post.
Kill from Attila. Make that 2, and they spot out a third. There it is, the
Okay.
headshot. Okay, they're back into this 2-on-2.
It's a little scary now. Bomb is planted for ramp. A couple of flashes left for Sasha, but it has to be a heads-up fight forward. Molly slows down that ramp peak. Mike crosses, but gets caught. Tap of the bomb, double swing. 3, 2, 1, and they find it. It doesn't matter. Sasha collects, and 4 chances now for Regain as they enter grand final point.
Trying to make it 5 in a row, as we've talked about. Winning Crossfire here twice already, trying to make it a third time. Couple
Dude, this
different
would be
players
identical
each of these
scenes.
times, but yeah. Isn't it crazy?
Was it 12-8 on the first map, I think? And it was
so.
7-5 half, and Regain just ran away with it on the second half? Oh, man. A little bit of a misstep on Cat gives information for Regain to start pressing forward. Flacco finds the frag onto Sasha. It's a good start, but Zukar plays trade, and now they know this B site might be understaffed, but they're patient with it. They want to find this frag towards the get-right position first. Mantle up of Mike. Not noted just yet. Dirk's op still poised, scoped in, looking for this fight. And as the smoke's about to fade, no way! Mike plays spray and takes out Honest. The namesake of Regain gone in a 4v3 in the blink of an eye. Regain need to regroup. They have the utility to execute wherever they want. There's no more block utility left for Raisedbypixels, so they're on the post-plant plans here. Regain just got to get on site.
Yeah, they might be able to if they keep creeping over towards A. Just one player playing CT there, and that's Bright with the MP9, so not much they can do if this comes down. There's going to be plenty of util.
This is a cautious Raisedbypixels. We remember them on Ancient. Every round they didn't have info, they grouped up and went for a fight, but now they're playing not to lose and Regain. Well, they're playing to win. They're closing that gap quickly, and they're not even using util. They've called the bluff. They don't think Raisedbypixels is rotated. Straight around to site they go. When's the smoke get dropped? 20 seconds, boys. Shots ring out, rotates coming through, flash for the jungle peak, and they find it. Molly deep as well. 10 seconds, that bomb still has to get onto site. Plant gonna be for cat side. And a three-piece through CT spawns, gotta get held. Long-range fights for Zukar, he doubles down, making a triple from the palace position. It's all down to Mike. Left alone, 1v3. He'd been sullied before, but he finds two. Stopped by the molly. 1v1 against the Opera of Dirk. 25 seconds to go, no kid on his back. No kid in sight, he's gotta move quick. Dirk hears the pitter-patter. He's watching the cross from Ticket Booth.
Stop playing
Just to the sidearm. He's playing the time here, and he sticks for 10 seconds. Dirk starts moving forward on it. And is he going to check? I don't think so. Mikey's sticking it. Dirk clears his corners and finds the frag. Regain make it to the grand finals. Back-to-back 13-8s on default heavy maps. Raisedbypixels fall just short. GG's, Regain. GG's.
GG's indeed. That was probably the closest round we had all game in the very final minutes, and still Regain pull it out. I mean, they just played with such confidence throughout the rest of that second half there. Looking good, all of the individuals doing exactly what they needed to, and you can't ask for anything more.
No, definitely not. Picture perfect matches back and forth, the 7-5 half. 7-5 half turned 13-8, and it's the second half strengths of Regain once they get warmed up into a map. But hey, Raisedbypixels, they played a really good game too, right? Good utility usage. They were able to play the trades. They could piece the puzzles together. But at the end of the day, we're talking about Regain. We're talking about the two-time Crossfire champions, four-time grand finalists, five-time now, I guess. And they only had to push Raisedbypixels out of the way. A nice little 2-0. One more semifinal match to go.
They got to be feeling confident. No Zomblers in their way this time either in this playoff bracket here, but it is Overtake on the other side versus Club 333. Regain did lose to Overtake, as we pointed out, and before the broadcast started, Overtake took him down 2-0 in the groups, so Regain going to be looking for some revenge, but it might be tough for him.
It definitely might be tough. That other match going to be happening tomorrow night. It's going to be Club 333 taking on Overtake. Two teams that I don't think have ever played in Crossfire before. One going to make the grand finals, and it might be a rematch from Group A. You never know. Arky, any final words before we close this one out?
Shout out Will English, doing so much work behind the scenes for us, and it's been fun. Mr. Henry, always a pleasure with you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mark EM, thanks very much for stepping up today. QDC could not make it. Will English, the man behind the scenes, flipping screens. We appreciate you doing observing and production. And for every single one of you in the chat, 100 plus of you chatting all night long. I appreciate you guys. You keep me active. You keep me honest. You keep me young. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night for that second semifinal match. See ya.
This live stream is sponsored by SCL, an all-in-one CS2 training platform with a practice server, 2D viewer, and unique training modes like Defense Mode. Defend sites against bot executes that get harder every round. And Trade Fire, a pre-fire mode where enemies actually try to trade you. You can run every mode in co-op and track your progress and stats across all your training. Plus, you get an advanced 2D demo viewer. Use code Crossfire40 for 40% off your first month. That's under $3.